Hey guys, Buffing Game back today, bringing out a video for our weapon blueprint series. Today we're going to be covering a blueprint from season 1 that just came up in shop for me called the Texan. So this is a D-Day bundle that actually pairs really nicely with kind of the 13-hour movie weapon videos we've been doing lately. I know we covered Tonto in the M249 saw that he uses in that movie for 13 hours, Secret Soldiers of Benghazi. And in that video, I'll link the videos below for that series. I didn't have an operator with the shorts similar to Tonto, and so now we have a D-Day operator that would fit that bill. So we'll go ahead and go through this loadout, and then we'll jump into some gameplay here. So you can see in the bundle here available for 1,100 COD points, we get the tailgate skin for D-Day. We also get the Stumpy shotgun, the Bone Dry charm, Drifter calling card, the Spread Eagle sticker, the Eat and Die operator equip, and the Spine Snapper finishing move. All for 1,100 COD points. So if we go ahead and back out, we'll look at the weapon here. So you can see the final design here for this weapon. Pretty nice looking weapon for the 725 that comes with this. So let's go ahead and review the bundle first off, or at least the operator. So if I go ahead and back out, we'll look at the operator for D-Day here. And if I go ahead and zoom in, well, first let's take a look at the skins. So we have the tailgate skin. Here it is compared to a lot of his usual other skins. I think everyone's probably familiar with by now. We have the season 1 skin, or the base skins, I guess. Then we have the Arctic Ops, my personal favorite, Nightmare, Buckshot, some really good ones. Clipton, also a really good one. The Demon Dogs D-Day. And then we get down to the Tailgate, which is actually a really good skin. So I'm glad I was able to nab this one. So if we go ahead and back out, we'll zoom in on this one. So he's got the bandana, same sunglasses. The beard, obviously his helmet's removed. His hair you don't see because he got the bandana. And then he's got the same plate carrier that he has on pretty much all of his other skins there, especially with the Arctic Ops. It's the same exact plate carrier you can see there. That looks really nice. And there you see the 725 mounted there on sling on the back. But a really nice looking operator skin. And then you can see again, here's the shorts. And he's got the boots there, basically our Timberlands tactical boots. So this is basically the perfect skin for Tonto to replicate that 13-hour operator or weapon movie video that I covered. I had to use the Arctic Ops operator skin for that, but you can see just a really good skin and it fits perfectly. Here we have it with the saw, so we'll go ahead and back out. Let's go ahead and look at the 725 build. We'll compare it to the base build of the weapon as well. So what we'll do, let's actually repurpose this. Let's go ahead for the shotgun here. I'll just go ahead down and we'll select the Stumpy. So here's the Stumpy blueprint. So let's go ahead now and we'll strip this down. So here's what it looks like at base, which with the black finish there mixed with the red, white, and blue, it actually looks pretty cool, to be honest, like that now that I strip this thing down. So for the barrel option, we're going to go with the sawed-off barrel. So this will give us the ADS speed, movement speed, the wider pellet spread, with the cons being the recoil control and the damage at range. And obviously we have the default, the Stumpy, and a hammer. So we'll go ahead and go with the Stumpy because that's our blueprint. For the optic here, we'll go ahead and select the, I believe it was the GI Mini Reflex. So here we go, Precision Sight Picture with the cons being ADS speed, just a standard red dot optic there. We'll go ahead and select that. And then for the stock option, we'll go ahead and select, you see the different options here. We'll go ahead and select the sawed off option here. You can see what all of these would look like though. This is basically the HDR butt stock, which is pretty strange looking at that now. The sawed-off stock, so the movement speed, aim down sight speed, the cons being the aiming stability and the recoil control. And again, you can see what this looks like on the different ones. So we'll go ahead, very similar to the hammer. So we'll go ahead and select the Stumpy. And then for the perk, we're going to go ahead and do sleight of hand since we only have 2 shots on this bad boy. So we'll go ahead and do that for faster reload. So you can see there we're only using 4 of 5. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw on. I would recommend like the choke or any of the suppressors I think would do really good. The choke give you the tighter pellet spread and the damage at range, which is really nice. Obviously the mono suppressor would be nice too, but I feel like the choke might be your best option here with the cons being the aim down sight speed. So we'll go ahead and select the choke. And this is our final design for the 725. For the blueprint for the Stumpy. So let's go ahead now and we'll look at the base version of the shotgun with the same attachments. So if I select the 725 and we'll go ahead and throw the same exact attachments on this that we just had with our blueprint for this Stumpy. That way we can just compare and then we'll just do, not that the perk makes any visual difference, but you can see the difference there. Now, one more thing I wanted to take a look at is interesting that this has a gold trigger at base. Very weird that it has a gold trigger there on the base version. But if we go ahead now, one more, and we look at, honestly, my personal favorite blueprint for this that you got for pre-ordering, the hammer is just an awesome looking blueprint here that I actually have never covered. But you can see that just kind of modern. This was really the first view of what a blueprint was when they showed off what blueprints were. This was one of the incentives for pre-ordering a specific edition. And this is the version of 725, so you can see that. Let's compare all three of these just so you guys can see. So we'll do the blueprint for the Stumpy that you can see it there on the top versus the base with the same exact attachments. So you can see the difference, obviously, just being the red, white, and blue camouflage. No other cosmetic differences there. And then if we look at the hammer, just a beautiful looking weapon we have with this, with the optic there. Bigger optic, we have just a more modern version of the weapon, especially with a suppressor. It just looks clean and really the ideal picture of what a blueprint should be in my mind. Taking the base version, you can see the same attachments and kind of just converting it. Really nice base camo on that. It's a really great example of a blueprint. But here's the PK, or not the PKP, but the Stumpy for this weapon. So what we're going to be doing is running this with, I'd ideally like to run it with the Bruin to give us that 13-hour build for the Tonto, because he runs in the movie, he has M4 as well as the M249 saw. And then I was also going to run it with the M4 here. So we'll go ahead, first off, let's just take a quick look at what the camo looks like on this. So you can see spray paint is not really going to change the way the weapon looks very much at all. So no real use in putting that on there. But you can see overall our operator looks really good with it. Let's go ahead now. We'll just jump into gameplay for this. So unfortunately, I am unable to show you gameplay of the shotgun itself. The recent update here for I'm going to be recycling some of the old 13-hour gameplay we used with the saw and the M4, just because I was going to be using these anyways in addition with the shotgun, and using the new operator for the tailgate for D-Day to kind of replicate, like I said, that Tonto operator. Nice addition to the 13-hour type videos we've been doing for the movie weapons. But the recent update for Warzone today on June 3rd, they did an update with some Warzone patches for the Nakatomi Plaza. They locked the vault. They removed the specialist. Some other minor weapon changes. Unfortunately, for me on PS4, it broke Modern Warfare. So I am unable to play base multiplayer, and I'm also unable to play custom multiplayer against bots, which I typically use to do these types of videos when I review these kind of weapons. So unfortunately, I am unable to get that video footage of the shotgun for you today, which is unfortunate. I really kind of wanted to use it, but I think we have a good idea of how it's gonna operate. It was really just gonna be used as a secondary, as it should. I kind of almost wanted to utilize it as the master key shotgun, almost like that, except obviously it's not pump action, so it's just a two-shot. But I wanted to use it kind of like that as a nice secondary. Unfortunately, like I said, because the Warzone update from Raven today broke my Modern Warfare game, and I cannot play multiplayer in Publix or in custom games at all. So until Raven fixes that, I can't show you the gameplay. But again, you can see some of the recycled gameplay here with the saw and the M4 that I was using here in these previous videos. I'll also link the video series for the movie weapon series that we've been covering down below. Be sure to leave comments down below for any ideas that you have for those videos. Let me know what you think. And I'm just going to leave you guys with the gameplay. But one thing to note here, because the Warzone update broke my Modern Warfare game, you know, as a content creator and somebody that really just enjoys going back and playing realism and things like that now and then, definitely frustrated. I mean, even put the content creator aspect aside, just as a player, it's frustrating there's a lot of players out there who are still playing Modern Warfare. I'm not sure how many players this impacts, this update that broke Modern Warfare. I simply try and load into a game, and it'll start loading, and then I'll get kicked to the Warzone menu, and it will give me eventually, I can't do anything. It'll like lock on the Warzone menu, and I'll get an unknown function error, which then I'm basically kicks you back to the main menu. So very strange. It's definitely, I'm hoping it's not impacting everybody out there. Let me know down below if this is something that's impacting you, but it's definitely very frustrating that I can't go in and get the footage I wanted, or even just play some realism. I like to go in and play some casual realism lately, just because Warzone's been so frustrated. It just seems like ever since Infinity Ward rolled off this and the Cold War integration, it just seems like everything's been going downhill for Warzone and Call of Duty in general right now. The fact that Warzone updates are just breaking my, the custom multiplayer games for Modern Warfare, which, at this point, it's a completely different game. It's very frustrating. So let me know down below if that's happening to you. I tweeted at Raven, tweeted at Infinity Ward and Activision Support. Hopefully there's a fix for this soon. I haven't seen them tweet anything. I don't know how large of an audience or a player base this is affecting. But let me know down below if it's affecting you. Definitely very frustrating that I can't get in and just play some casuals or even get the footage that I had intended to for this video. Getting set up, about to go in and get the gameplay, and then I realized this error was happening to me. Looked online, T-Bag Gaming, I think it's happening to him too. I follow him and I saw his tweet earlier, and I figured that it was just, something minor, and it turns out it was affecting me also. So gotta figure out how we can fix that. Hopefully Raven releases some information or an updated patch to fix that so we can play Modern Warfare, a game that I paid $100 for, and now I can't play because the free-to-play Warzone updates are breaking the game. So pretty frustrating, but I'm going to leave you guys with the gameplay. I'll link the movie weapon series down below in case you guys want to check out the 13-hour videos where I use these weapons and go more in depth with the 13-hour specific loadouts with the operators. And like I said, this operator tailgate for DJ really closely resembles Tonto, and in that movie he's wearing shorts in that final engagement, and now we have an operator that's closer to that than what I was using in the actual video for the saw. So go ahead and check that out. Let me know what you think down below. Instagram, Twitter, all the links for social media are down below. Those are the best places to get a hold of me. Also have the Discord link as well as the Twitch link down below in the description as well, so you can join up on our Discord. Really good community there. And if you're enjoying the content and like the video, go ahead and give a subscription and a like. And until next time, this is Buffering Gaming.